All right, hello and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog Friday edition. And I don't know, something about today. I feel fired up. I feel ready. Edition. Um, you might have noticed I haven't posted a lot of the below average series. That's the series where we take a random historical crossword and try to solve it faster than our average for that day. So I've sort of like been lacking on that feeling of exhilaration and having to beat a puzzle in a certain amount of time. And I don't have a ton of time these days to film a whole separate series, but I feel like today might be the day to do a little bit of a combined episode. My very deflated average for Friday puzzles is 35.23. Deflated because my best solve is 3 minutes and 2 seconds. That was definitely not my best solve. If I recall correctly, I had solved it on paper and then just wanted to enter it in. So obviously that didn't take very long. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can solve this Friday in under 35 minutes and 23 seconds. Whew. Let's get it started. Zip it with up, shut up, probably. English chip. Don't know. Echo voice. I don't know what that means. Performance with a sombrero. Also don't know that. It's hasta luego, I think means goodbye. Rare find in an idiom. It's, like a needle in a haystack would be a rare find. Ace 10 is a winning blackjack hand. Ace for 11, 10 for 10, 21, blackjack. Impressive bucket challenge. Don't know what that's about. Tata, though, that means goodbye. Eclat means brilliance. In like the shininess, I think, sense of the word, not in the like smart sense of the word. If you atone for your sins, you make up for them. Oh, cool. Neato. Collector's items. Rare comics and vintage dolls. It's a bit of a Hail Mary there, but I think that could be right. Okay, symbol of infinity rotated 90 degrees, but in Spanish. So they're looking for the number 8 in Spanish, because an 8 looks like an infinity when rotated that way. So I think actually collector's items is right. A secret lair might hatch a plot there. Pen knife. Pen. I don't know what that could mean, other than like the obvious, but there's a question mark there. Acai is a food pronounced with 3 syllables. Cast of a play. Pen knife. Shin. Pen knife. Ship. Rent. Huh. None of that is really coming to me, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Let's keep going. An ibex is a goat with curved horns, I think. There's just not that many like goat names that are 4 letters long. Texas something, maybe? X is a rare letter. Probably Eve. Don't think there are any other names that would work there. Gorn or something, maybe? Starting with S makes sense here. Taro is a Hawaiian crop, and that starts with a T. Scorn looks really bad there. Not busy could be free. You could scoff at someone. You can hold down the fort. Oak trees might throw shade. Corsets are like tops that bind down pretty tight. Something poker, high stakes poker. A big game is high stakes. Boston and San Francisco are port cities. Denver is not. Tool for closing a window. Escape key, like a window on your computer. Eye-catching or eye-popping, like a price or a person. Bill Nye, the science guy. Tibia could be shin. Something leg jeans. Ages, forever and a day, like a really long time. Brainwave could be an idea. Wide leg jeans. Makes a house a home. I think nests, like you turned it into your nest. Martian Day. I think you would call it one soul. I don't know why I know that. I'm sorry to the listeners for me knowing that, but I think that's right. Something to be filled and brief. Sign of bad service. I want it to be like no stars or something. Doesn't need to be right though, so I'll just keep that in mind. Maybe akin to, meaning similar to, parallel to. A giggle fest, that means something that's really funny. So like, person could be a riot. Waiting for Godot. I remember Godot being in a crossword puzzle recently, but I still know nothing about it. Maybe bleak. Just the mood that ends with K. Always. Maybe ever. Shoe with holes, a croc. Okra, I guess. Kate McKinnon. She is or was on SNL. Something dance. I think shut is wrong. I think it's a Mexican hat dance. Clam up. Oh, a crisp. Okay. Well, makes sense. They call chips crisps, and they call fries chips. I guess libel someone. I don't know what. I'm not familiar with rundown being used like that, but I think that might be right. Happy now. Placated. If you were mad, but you got placated. Slam dunk contest. There we go. Echo voice. Oh, the Amazon Alexa. Rile someone up. Sexiest man alive. Pen knife. Oh, a knife that you might have in the pen, aka jail, and then rent tour. I don't know what the relation between those is, but oh well. Path could be avenue. Hens. A hen's teeth. Like a rooster's teeth is an ingredient in some like magical potions. Suwannee. I know Suwannee is a place. Shout out to all my viewers in Suwannee, Georgia. But the Suwannee River might be a river. Eves kind of makes sense. Ad hoc. Could be AOL center. Low bars. Low. Maybe A on center and then no bars, like on your cell phone. Stretches for the rest of us. Nap times. Stretches for the rest of us. Does that make sense? I don't know. Something to be filled. Moral of the story. The end. Rosa? I don't know what any of those are. I thought it was the Baha'i. So you might be able to pluralize it. It's like a combination faith where it's like everyone's right. Could it be Bessie or Jessie? Artsy. A cobra might. Fill a doc. Oh, filed. Filed a document, I guess. Rosie, probably. I don't know what floor is. Maybe it's Spanish for, or some language for flower. That would kind of make sense. Rose, tulip, jasmine flower. Makes sense. Catch this when seated with other people. Always, it could just be ever. I mean, Syrah is a type of red wine, I think. Put up, erect a structure. Maybe mica, that's a mineral. And then movie. Whoa! Okay, alright. Well, that was almost certainly the fastest I've ever solved a Friday, legitimately. Wow. Yeah, that felt great. I went in feeling confident and, I got it done. Yeah, overall, I liked this puzzle. It had so many super long answers, which I think that's the sort of thing I'm best at. I'm actually pretty bad at random trivia, all things considered, but like giant words like this or giant phrases like this just flow pretty well for me sometimes. But yeah, Mexican hat dance, collector's items, sexiest man alive, high stakes poker, moral of the story. These are all great fill. Great, interesting. Yeah, really cool. Hen's teeth is kind of fun. Escape key, I liked the cluing on that. And yeah, all around the fill was pretty clean, all things considered, like quite clean Friday fill. Not a huge fan of this Aeon thing crossed with no bars, but not the end of the world, really. Similarly, this Floor Rosie cross, I really think as long as you get everything else, like, it's not going to be anything other than Rosie. It's not going to be Razy. It's not going to be Rizzy, etc. So that seems fair, even though it's too, like, it's a foreign word with a proper noun. Yeah, overall, I have to give this one quite a high score just because of it. It's not easy to get a grid this clean. That's what I want to get across. It's like, as much as I complain when a grid isn't clean, it's a hard challenge to make something that doesn't have any awful words in it anywhere. There's a lot of constraints on you when you're creating these sorts of things. And yeah, this grid felt extremely, extremely clean to me. So I'm going to give this Friday an 8.5 out of 10. Very, very solid. Enjoyed it a lot. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. See you next time.